What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you all are having another fantastic day. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you two things. First thing I'm going to be showing you is how to pack-a-punch your weapons, and second, I'm going to be showing you how to get the Tommy gun on the wall. To do it is there's a mini Easter egg we have to do, but first we're going to go through and I'm going to show you step by step on how to pack-a-punch your weapons. Before we get too far into this video, I just want to apologize in advance real quick for not uploading as much as I used to. I've been really busy with the whole school situation. I haven't explained it to you guys a lot, but I'm going to make a separate video kind of explaining in full detail. But pretty much you guys know that I went back for a 5th year, and I'm currently no longer in school anymore. I'm not going back to my 5th year, and like I said, I'm going to explain that more in detail in another video. I had joined a clan and I've been playing with them. I'm also going to explain that in the video when I explain the whole 5th year situation. But that's pretty much the main reason why I've had a lack of uploads on my channel. But I will be sure to be uploading more content in the near future. There's 4 different parts in the map, and each of them have a different little corruption engine like this here. And what we have to do, there will be 4 of them spread out across the map. What we have to do is each of them costs 500. We have to go up to them and activate them, and all these aliens will come down, and we have to defend them until a big wave comes and that door opens. And there will be 4 of them that we have to get and buy and finish throughout the map, move on to the next step of pack-a-punching our weapons. And just like that, the door is open. I'm not going to go into it right now because I only have 1 door open, so it's going to be a waste of time. But once I go in there, it will lead to StAnDeRD-MaN, which is an old map from World at War, if you guys haven't known. And they brought it through a map pack for Black Ops 1 and crazy stuff like that. And as you can see, there's a little part of the map in there. But we're going to move on to the second engine. Like I said at the start, there is 4 of these engines that we have to activate, and here's the second one. Like I said, it costs 500, and each of them get a little bit harder each time, so make sure you have a decent weapon when you get to like the 3rd or 4th one. I mean, you can defend yourself off, but I mean, just make sure you have a decent weapon to help you, because it makes life a lot easier. But now that we got the second one done, you can obviously tell that the button is green. That's 2 out of 4 green. And now that we got this door open, of course, because we completed it, I'm going to go into it, and I'm going to show you guys StAnDeRD-MaN for you that probably haven't seen it or things like that. And that's the first door we open. There's the second door, and then there's one right there, and there's one right there. So there's only, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 doors. We're going to move on to the 3rd part of pack-a-punching your weapon. Moving on to the 3rd part of pack-a-punching your weapon. Come over here and we activate the 3rd engine, which is in Varuk, which is another old World at War zombies map. And like I said, pretty much by this time you're going to want to have a decent weapon that you can at least defend yourself off with, because like I said, around the 3rd, 4th engine it gets decently hard. As you can tell there, it's a little bit harder than the 2nd engine and the 1st engine, but it's still maintainable. But I also do have the M8A7 here as well. But like I said, I've already been in through the portals, but there will be 1 more engine that we do have to complete, and I'm about to show you that in the next clip. As you can see here, 3 of the 4 dots are green, and the last one that you will want to activate isn't Mob of the Dead. So like I said, it's 500, and by now you should at least have a decent weapon. I'm going to toss out a few grenades just to help me out here, because I will be starting a new zombies round right about now. So these grenades are going to help me at least fight off some of the zombies.
This reality is stable. I mean, honestly, look at it.
We'll go in now to StAnDeRD-MaN, and I will show you the second small step to pack-a-punching your weapon. There usually is a panel here, right here, and now I really don't know the specific name for it, but I like to call it the giant mutant gummy worm. And all you can see is these death rays all over. And I'm going to show you what they're used for. And as you can see, there's this thing right here that fires these death rays that then freeze the giant mutant gummy worm. And this door then opens, and then we can eventually venture into this mutant gummy worm's mouth to the Pack-a-Punch. Now that I have enough to Pack-a-Punch this M8A7, I'm going to show you the next step and final step to Pack-a-Punch in your weapon. Now, once we come in the mouth, you will spawn here, and you will see that there's these 3 big yellow things that we have to destroy to get the Pack-a-Punch out of its stomach. And I kind of died there, which really sucks because I didn't want to die. But there is one more yellow thing that we have to destroy for Pack-a-Punch to drop. I'm going to run over here real quick to Pack-a-Punch one weapon. And that is the final step to Pack-a-Punch in your weapon. The first step is going around and buying and activating all 4 of the engines, which cost $500 each. As you can see here, all the lights are green, so I did all that. The second part is freezing the giant mutant gummy worm with the Tesla, which the death rays freeze it, and then you can eventually venture off into its mouth, where you then have to shoot 3 of those yellow things that are connected to its stomach. So then it will eventually drop Pack-a-Punch, and you will then be able to Pack-a-Punch whatever weapon you want with $5,000. Moving on to the Tommy gun. Pretty much this is a small little Easter egg that I'm not sure who found it out first. So you're going to want to stand on them and hold them. There are 4 of them. This is the first one. Then here is the second one. We'll complete this real quick, but once you get all 4 of these panels activated, low gravity will then kick in place. And once you're on this one looking at this wall, you're going to want to come to the left, and there's up on this wall, you're going to want to wall ride, and I can't slow it down, but as you can see, there's pink chalk. You want to hold square, and it will make a sound. And I know it's pretty quick, but there was a piece of pink chalk there, and I did grab it. I held square on it, and it made that sound where I grabbed it. And now the next part is pretty much the start of the Easter egg. After you get the pink chalk, I'm going to have to grab quotes, go around, and place them in the places they belong. And then the Tommy gun will show up on the wall, which I will show you. But you're going to want to come to this one. You're going to see this quote. You're going to want to hold square on it, and you're going to pick it up. And now I'm going to show you where to go for the next quote. Once you get the quote from the one map, you're going to want to come over to Vrook, and you're going to want to come up to like this power room sort of area, and you're going to want to look on the ground for a quote. It takes some time to find, but once you see it, you're going to then hold square over it. It's going to replace it down with the quote you originally picked up, and then it's going to take the second one that you picked up. And now, great, I have a Mogla on my hands that I have to deal with. Well, once you get it, I'm going to show you where to take the second quote that we had picked up. But we're going to want to go from Vrook into Natchez into Toten. We're going to want to run to the stairway. And you're going to want to, of course, make sure you have the stairs, but you're going to have to jump up on this quote. You're going to have to grab it really quick, because if you have a Mogla after you, you're going to want to run. You're going to want to take it, and you're going to want to run to these stairs. At the bottom, you just hold square. Right at the bottom, it's going to write it down. You're going to want to escape. You're going to want to go to Kino, which you're then going to have to pick up another quote. You didn't pick up a quote from the bottom of the stairs where you got this other quote, like where you placed the quote. But once you get to Kino, behind the teleporter, you are going to then eventually see another quote. So once you get into Kino, you're of course going to want to run up on this awesome, beautiful stage. You're going to want to come around here to the left. You're going to see this quote. You can jump up, hold square. You're going to grab it. And now what you do with this quote is you're going to want to take it to Alcatraz, which is Mob of the Dead. But I will show you which quote and where to grab the quote in the next clip. Once you get over to Mob of the Dead, see, I'm just using the teleporter because it's easy. That's why you open them. But you're going to want to run up these stairs. You're going to want to take a right or a left, preferably right. And then you're going to take another right, and you're gonna see this quote. You're gonna go down to it, from, hold square, and you're gonna replace that quote. Next, what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to go back to Kino, and the same exact place where you picked up that quote. You're gonna want to take it back, and right behind the stage. You're gonna jump up on that wall, and you're gonna want to hold square it once again, and then at the end, the Tommy gun will be on the wall that I'm gonna show you in the next clip. Behind the stage, you're gonna want to jump up on this wall, hold square, and you'll hear that little jingle, which then that means the little Easter egg for the Tommy gun has now been completed, and the Tommy gun now is buyable on the wall that I'm about to show you. But if you come over to the wall here, you will now see that the Tommy gun is now available for $17.50, which is a pretty sweet deal. I am not going to complain about that. Like I said, once you get all the quotes done and in place where you need them, you then will be able to buy the Tommy gun on this wall for $7.50. And I wasn't the first to figure this out, of course, but I did figure it out on YouTube. So if you need a better tutorial on how to pack a punch your weapon or get the Tommy gun on the wall and get all the quotes and everything in order, you can then just look it up on YouTube, or you can go off my tutorial, which isn't the clearest. Hopefully, I will see you guys in the next video. As always, if you like this video, make sure you leave a massive thumbs up. If you like the content on my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And as always, until next time.